This is Justin Jimino from DragonBlogger.com, and I'm here to talk to you about the Kingston DataTraveler USB sticks. Let's see if it focuses in there. Can it focus properly? This is the 100 G3 USB stick. Now, I always buy a lot of these when I get a chance. Particularly like them because they close up. You know, you slide back, they close up, easy to transport, put anywhere. This is a 32 gig stick. Got it for under $15 each on Amazon. You just slide them, plug them in, use them to go. Now, what I typically use these for is, and you're going to find this to be an unusual purpose, my mother-in-law has a internet-enabled television. She has a Samsung, my old Samsung TV. It has USB ports. But she actually has no cable TV service. So what I do is I had 300 DVDs that I burned all the media, and what I'll do is, just for fun, I'll burn a whole bunch of like USB stick movies for her, and she'll plug them in her TV, and she'll have like a 2 weeks worth of movies. So I do that a lot. I'll give her like a random surprise of a USB stick with like a dozen or 2 dozen movies on it, and she'll just go through and rotate them, and that's how she consumes video content on her TV, because she doesn't have cable TV service, she doesn't have Netflix or any internet at all in her house, so she consumes movies by me providing them to her on a USB stick. Now, while putting movies on a USB stick may be a very unique and original scenario, especially when you use them to watch TV, movies on your TV via USB stick, they're normally used for documents, media files. These sticks have fast transfer speeds, they work really well, and they're cheap enough that I just always have a pair or 2 or 3 of them at any one time, because I always have a need to constantly share data. Now, interestingly enough, because I'm security oriented and I don't like losing data, I almost never put sensitive data on USB ever. Not even when I back up, I don't put sensitive data on USB sticks. I strictly rely on USB sticks for media, backing up photos, blog files, sharing video, things that I'm not worried about losing, or not worried about if it gets out there or for some reason gets lost, damaged, crushed, because honestly, they're small. They could be easily lost if you travel with them, leave them at a hotel room, or if you give them to somebody and they lose them. So I don't typically condone putting any sort of sensitive documentation on a USB stick, but they're a good place of backing up in addition to other backups for any sort of media like photos, videos, things like that. So USB sticks, that's what I use them for. I almost always get Kingston sticks. I just happen to like the brand. I've used a lot of their products, and they're one of my favorites. So, again, this is me talking about the Kingston DataTraveler 100 G3 32 gig USB sticks. They're a good price. I use them quite often. I like the way they slide closed and open. They fit in almost any slot. Now, if you have a lot of tight USB slots close together, the only bad thing about these sticks is you see how wide the stick is. So if you're going to stick it into a USB port, like let's say I have a hub here, this hub is perfect because they go horizontal and they can line up, and you don't have to worry about the sticks conflicting with each other. Plenty of room. But if you run into a hub where the ports are not vertical, but the ports are horizontal, the sticks, when close to each other like this, you see how much room is between the sticks? They can interfere with each other, being able to plug them, and they can block part of another USB port. So they work better when you have vertical USB ports, or if you don't have 2 USB ports side by side, because they do have that extra width, which could interfere with something else. They work better with on top of each other rather than side by side, and those type of USB ports. That would be my only feedback, and my only issue with them is the fact that they're a little wide, so that if you have to put 2 USB devices in ports that are side by side, it may interfere with you putting something into the USB port next to it. Other than that, they're great sticks, highly recommended. Thank you for watching.